Get this party started. Let's get this party started. All right. Let's get this party started. Man, I look like I am very close to this camera. I think I'm good though. All right, all right, all right. What's going on? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you for stopping by, Michael. I appreciate you. Mike, if you can hear me, Michael, give me a thumbs up to make sure my volume is good. What's going on? What is going on? Again, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up button. Okay, good deal, good deal. Just making sure because sometime my volume is crazy. Anthony, what's going on? Good deal. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Angie, baby, what's going on? Good to see you. You know it's always good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm just going to give it a second and let some people come in. You know, I'm all over the place when we talking about time. You know, my hunting videos come on at 6 o'clock. But when I do a live stream, it's just whenever I feel like it, to be honest with you. And since I've been in the house for, 2 days, I don't have anything else to do. So I'm inside warm and snowing like crazy outside. I bet it is, Angie. I bet. Do you know how many inches that you have? Do you get a lot of ice? Did you get a lot of ice also? Just wondering because we have got ice and snow. I think it's all gone. Hopefully it passed us already, and eventually, hopefully, it gets warm enough to melt all that ice and snow. But I don't think it's going to get above freezing until next week. So we still have a long way to go. We're expecting up to 24 inches. Wow. So y'all are going to be stuck for a while. Byron, what's going on? You lost power all day. Just got it back. I'm glad you got it back, Byron. Um, our power it flickered a couple of times, but it didn't go out. I'm blessed about that. It didn't go out, but it did flicker. So I'm glad that you got your electricity back on, Byron. Yeah, an inch of ice. A lot of people, when you say an inch of ice, they don't think that's bad. They can say, "Oh, what's an inch?" But an inch of ice on power lines is devastating. That's very hard to deal with because all the weight on those power lines, when they break, is over with. The kerosene heater last weekend, yeah, yeah. I tell you what, when the storms were coming and the last couple of days before the storm came, we got out when I was at work and people were at Harbor Freight, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart. I mean, anywhere you can buy a heater or a generator, they were they were going off the shelf. I was in there and they had like a couple of high end generators, and one person came in there and said, "Hey, what you got?" They said, "Well, we got this one." He said, "Give it to me." I don't even think he saw the price. So those things were going off the shelf fast. Yeah, those trees exploding. I mean, that's a sound, man, you never forget. It's very loud, very loud. Yeah, very loud. So, I'm assuming a lot of people have got snow and ice. Last time I checked, it was a whole lot of people. I forgot the number, but there was a whole lot of people without power still. And the problem is the wave is going up to New York, so I'm pretty sure those people up there is going to lose power, and it's not going to get above freezing anytime soon. So this storm is pretty bad, especially for those who are homeless and those who need to go to work. That's going to be the hard part. Yeah, that's going to be the hard part. So, what's everyone drinking tonight? Anyone drinking anything special? Yeah, Angie. Hopefully, you don't use lose power. Hopefully, you have like some flashlights, some food, some extra cover, some candles, things like that. So, let's get those things ready. Having a pour of a small brand Devil's Due. Okay, I haven't heard of that, Byron. Devil's Due. Okay, Angie, baby, I kind of figured you were stocked up. Wife having 13 colony maple. Yeah, Byron, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. And that's pretty cool that your wife drinks bourbon also. That's pretty cool because y'all get to try different things, and it's not really bad when you bring 3 or 4 bottles of bourbon in the house, especially when your significant other drinks bourbon. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Valentine Gibson single barrel. I don't have that one. I haven't tried that one. I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. I'm assuming it's pretty good. So that Jepson single barrel, 1 out of 10. What do you give it? 10 being the highest. 1 out of 10. What would you give that one? Kentucky 10. Okay, Anthony. I've seen Kentucky 10 around. I don't have a bottle of Kentucky 10. So, Anthony, that Kentucky 10, 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest, what would you rate that Kentucky 10, in your opinion? We tried everything together. She buys stuff all the time. Man, Byron, that you said a lot right there. Your friend, your rock, and my whiskey buddy. Man, you got you one, man. Congratulations on that. 8 years, 126 proof, 8.5. That's good. Okay, Anthony said it, 5. Kentucky 10 is a 5. So it's a average bottle. But the Jepson 8.5, that is good because in my book, nothing gets a 10. So that is good. Thank you, Angie. Please, yeah, hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. She's blushing on the couch. Yeah, yeah. You're doing good, buddy. You're doing good. I love when my wife blushes also. That means you're doing good. Doing good. I missed the game today. I really did. I thought about it and I was going to watch it, but I got sidetracked and I have no idea who won the football game today. So let me know who won the football game. Does anybody know? Did anybody watch it? Hello to her for sure. Okay. I will, Angie, I will. What's going on? Hope you are well in this weather. Flying out of Vegas to ho. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm sipping on some Jack Daniels 12. My man going to Cabo. Oh my God. I wish, man, you have fun, relax, do your thing, get energized, have a blast, man. Have a blast. I've never been there, but I heard great things about that place. So you have a blast, and we'll see you when you get back. That Jack Daniels 12, one of my favorites. Man, you living the life, buddy. You are living the life. So I appreciate the donation. You go have fun, do your thing. I would love to hear about your trip when you come back. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a blast. Man, the Patriots won. Okay, Patriots won. Huh, good deal. It's a Green River juice aged in Chicago. Okay, Boston won. Yeah, Barbara Peanut's going to be big mad. Yeah, I'm going to ask him about that. No, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you for sure. For sure. And I don't know why or how I missed that game. I'm stuck in the house, so I had a chance to watch it. I just was binge watching, doing other stuff, cleaning up. I sort of cleaned up my office today. I took some bottles and found some bottles that I had no idea was back there. It's crazy that when I was pulling bottles from the back, I was like, "Oh, I got that. Oh, I got this." So it's pretty interesting what I found that I didn't think I had. So a lot of things people ask me, "Do I have this bottle?" And I said no. I might have missed. I'm not gonna say lied to you, but I found some bottles that I didn't think I had. More likes. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. And one bottle that, where is that at? I'm not going to do that. Now I got, oh no, here you go. I think this one. In this one, a Sazerac, it's not the 125, but I remember picking up this Sazerac store pig. And when I tasted this one in the store, it was way better than the regular Sazerac. And I'm excited to actually have this bottle because this one is pretty good, pretty good. You normally don't where I normally don't see store picks of Sazerac, and that one right there was very good. Porky, what's going on? Period. There you go. I'm glad you said that. Foolproof, what's going on, buddy? The store pick is from Cool Springs in Tennessee. September 25th was my last sip. I was up. Slow down. Nothing wrong with slowing down. Nothing wrong. What proof is that Core Hill proof chaser? Let me see. 124.3. 124.3 proof. And that Peerless bottle. Let me see really quickly. I'm glad you said that because this Peerless was sitting way back in the back on the bottom shelf. And I totally forgot that I picked this one up. Um, I really did. So I pulled this out because I am going to open this one up because I never tried it. I never tried it before. So that's the Peerless I have. I have another Peerless Double Oak down there that is halfway gone. So I do have two bottles of Peerless here. That Old Carter is a great bottle. It really is. I picked up this Old Carter here for $199, and I was excited about it. Make a long story short, I did not know Old Carter had a club until I went to Kentucky to Bourbon on the Banks. And I was lucky enough for to be at the right place at the right time. They invited me upstairs to the club and we tasted five different bottles of Old Carter. And I fell in love with that bottle. So I had to pick me up one, and I got that one for $199. And I'm definitely going to get a backup. It's that good. Definitely something that you should try. What the route it ran like $109, I think, Porky. I think $109. What bottles interested in coming in 2026? I'm still, even though I have samples, even though Dave and B and a couple other people sent me some samples, um, The Jack Daniels 14, I want a whole bottle. I want a whole bottle of that. It's very good. The George C. Stagg, another Russell's. I'm looking for the Jack Daniels 15. Um, what is that? Russell's. Russell's 15. So I'm looking for different bottles. I'm going to find them. I'm going to find them because I'm going to branch out a little bit more this year. So you have a Cool Springs Sazerac, right? Oh, okay, yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Barbara Peanuts, we were just talking about you. Me and Angie Dev was talking about you about the Patriots game. Cheers to you. No problem. Yeah, yeah. Keep your eyes out on that old Carter, and if you get a chance, you know, taste it. You you really don't find too many tasters for Old Carter because it is an expensive bottle. But if you can find a store that will let you taste it, try it out. I guarantee you will probably like it. I still haven't seen the Eagle Rare 12 here, Billy. I haven't seen it in my area. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to come dump one. They probably have a big dump sometime, but I haven't seen it. Let me ask you a question. Has I know I asked this question last night, but I have a question about Spillway. Anybody on the chat been to Spillway? It's I guess they call it a bourbon. It's not a bourbon festival. They call it the Bourbon Hangout, and Bruce will usually go, and it's a big thing. Which, hey, Rome, which would you pick, Old Carter? Oh, that's a good one. Porky asked a great question. I haven't tried the King of Kentucky yet, so I'm going to stay out of that. If you have tried the Old Carter or the King of Kentucky, which one would you pick up first? Yeah, Russell 15 for trade. Scared to open it. I feel you. Last year was a blast. So, Billy, I have a question. Bourbon on the Banks was great. It was great. But let me tell you the backstory. That's my first bourbon festival that I ever been to. So I really didn't have anything to put it up against. But Bourbon on the Banks was great. I'm definitely looking forward to going to Bourbon on the Banks next year. Okay. So, Porky, you haven't tried. Yeah, I heard great things about the King of Kentucky, but that that bottle is very hard to find. And if you find one, you got to pay probably more than secondary prices for it. I don't even think I've seen a King of Kentucky in my area or close here. The last one I seen it, I think I was in Las Vegas somewhere. It was like in a case behind the counter. So I didn't even ask for the price because I knew I wasn't going to buy it. So you had a sample of Russell's 15, and you say has been the best pour. I'm looking forward to that. Second to the would be the CYPB. Okay, I'm going to go to the Bruzel event next year. So Proof Chaser, I know the Bruzel event is in Kentucky, and I'm going to try to hit as many um, bourbon festivals if I can. But the Spillway, let's get back to the Spillway. I watched a YouTube video of Bruzel last year at Spillway, and I have a question. If anyone knows this answer, to set up a tent in the parking lot, A, does it cost money? And B, do you have to get there a few days earlier to set the tent up? Or can you come the day of to set your tent up? Because if I come down to Spillway, I want to take advantage of that, set a tent up, hang out, and do my thing. So, excuse me. Yeah, kind of a tailgate. So again, I do want to set a tent up if I'm going to come, and I don't know if I need to get there a couple of days earlier, because if that's the case, I can't leave Jackson and drive 5 hours to set up a tent and then drive back. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to have to reevaluate some things depending on what are the rules at the spillway. Yeah. Okay. Does it in Alabama? My bad. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. So yeah, I think spillways in January, February, March, April. So it's going to be coming up fast. So I really need to make my mind up about the spillway. Um, I really want to go, but it has to make sense. Sipping on Old Blue Single World Cash Strength from Wood Hat Spirits. Okay, good deal. 1 out of 10. What would you give that one? 10 being the highest. What would you get that one? Because I haven't had a Old Blue Single Barrel Cash Strength. So what would you get that one? Is that your favorite bottle? Yeah, I might need to look that one up if you think it's a pretty decent one. Has anyone, okay, so we talked about the spillway, but what about the Bruzel Fest? Cheers, all sipping some Redwood Empire Devil's Tower. Aaron, I've had some Redwood Empire, but I haven't had that one. I have the Screaming Titan up there, but I haven't tried it. So I'm looking forward to trying all the Redwood Empires. So let me know about the Devil's Tower. What you think about that one? Aaron, 1 through 10, 10 being the highest, what would you give that Devil Tower? Yeah, the Bruzel Fest is about a 5.5 hours from me. What I heard about the Bruzel Fest is the lines. Are the lines long there? Because the Bourbon on the Banks, the lines weren't long at all. You got in, you got out, you talked to some people. It wasn't crowded. What about the Bruzel Fest? My favorite out of 50 plus bottles. Okay, good deal. Good deal, Jonathan. Bruzel Fest was lots of distilleries that you could taste, but they had. Okay, Devil's Tower is good. Okay, but the Devil's Tower, good 1 through 10, 10 being the highest. What you mean by good? Is it like a 4, decent good, or is it like a 6.5, 7, like good, good? Solid 8, high ride bourbon. Okay, Pipe Dream is a good sipper, but my favorite. Okay, good deal. Yeah, pipe dream. You really can't go wrong with the pipe dream. Really can't go wrong. But I'm looking. I'm going to look and get that particular bottle. It's an 8. Gotcha. A eight. A eight is great. A eight is great. I mean, because nothing gets a 10, so a 8 is great in my book. Let me see. I'm I have it here. Let me go to that chapter really quickly. Uh, chapter 7. And this is how I rate. Hopefully, you can see that. Poor, pass 1 through 3, average, mixer 4, 5, solid, work fine 6, 7, excellent, rebuy 8, 9, and I have something on the back for 10, but I can't show you that. So that's the way I write. What's going on, B? What's going on? Bruiser Fest wasn't bad for lines. Okay, I got you. I got you. And I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna think about that going to Bruiser Fest because if it's the same, or if I go to Spillway, Bruiser Fest, Bourbon on the Banks, that's going to be a lot. So it's going to have to make sense. It's going to have to make sense. B, what you drinking, sir? If you're drinking at all. And what did you think about that last fight, the UFC fight? That was a banger. I was excited that whole fight from round number one all the way to the end of the fight. Those guys were putting on a show. I didn't know who was going to knock who out because it was that good. It was that good. I was excited about it. And I'm glad they are putting the UFC on Paramount because I wasn't going to buy the fight, but since it was on Paramount, I'm glad that I watched it. It was very good. Very good fight. You know, some people have lost power. A lot of people has lost power. And I'm pretty sure if you own here, you probably still have power at home, unless you're going off a hot spot. That fight is in the running for the fight of the year. Yeah, that fight was good. Now, I'm gonna tell you, B, the guy, the American, he did poke the other guy in the eye at least 2 to 3 times. And I'm going to say he didn't do it on purpose, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say that affected the way the other guy fought, but once he stuck his finger in his eye the second time, he actually cut him open and it was irritating him. And I have eye problems. So I know it really affected the way he was moving in the ring. But hey, a win is a win. A win is a win. Make this 10-year ride. That Billy, I have that one up there. It's pretty good. Hopefully, you got that one at a pretty decent price. It's a pretty good bottle. It's a bottle I probably won't replace, but it's a pretty decent bottle. I'm really glad that I found this one. Has anyone had this Peerless before? 2026 is going to be the same. Even though I do have samples of the bottles that I'm looking for, I still want bottles. Sipping the EA Sailor Small Batch. Um, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm still looking for a Russell's 15. I'm still looking for an Eagle Red 12. I'm still looking for a George T. Stagg, Thomas Handy, Jack Daniels 14. Um, you know, somebody said King of Kentucky. If I happen to run across one for a reasonable price, which I'm pretty sure I won't, I'll pick that one up too. So it's a couple. It's a couple out there. So the Peerless Double Oak Rye is a pretty good one. Okay. So it's a couple of them out there. Anthony, since you asked me that question, are you looking for any bottles in 2026? King of Kentucky didn't meet the hype for me. You know, you don't hear too many people talk about the King of Kentucky. How much does it run? I haven't even looked up the MSRP on that bottle because I know that I probably can't afford it right now. So I haven't even hunted for it, looked it up online, nothing like that. $400 MSRP. So, what about secondary? I'm thinking secondary is probably going for what, 1,200 bucks? I'm just throwing out a number. Secondary. Secondary for the King of Kentucky. Does anybody know that one? Let me hit my own like button. Gotta like my own video. $2,000. High is $2,000. So I know a King of Kentucky is not in my future unless somebody likes me enough to give it to me for MSRP. It's not in my future. It's not in my future for 1,500. It's not in my future for 1,200. It's not in my future for $1,000. It's not. We got 7 Whiskey Trail poker chips. Hope to get way more. Okay, $2,000. Just Googled it. I have 3. I have a green one, a red one, and a white and blue one. I think this is what you're talking about. I have 3. I don't know how many chips um, in total they are, but I have 3. And I found another bottle of Old Dominic. I thought I had one, two, three, four, 5. I thought I had 4 bottles of Old Dominic, but cleaning, straightening up in this office area, I found another bottle of Old Dominic, and it's going to be this one here, the single barrel, 124 proof. So I have this one that I haven't opened yet. And this is going to be a C&C store pick. So it's a store pick for Old Dominic that was sitting way in the back on the bottom shelf that I just found today. So I'm excited about that one also. We got 7 whiskeys. Yeah. Oh, I already read that. I already read that. Anything happening interesting today? I'm just on here because I don't have anything else to do. I really didn't come on here to talk about anything. I just was asking some questions about Spillway, going over some things that I'm going to do in the future. I'm always talk about bourbon on the banks because I'm excited to go back to a bourbon fest. Jack Daniels Distillery, I'm about maybe 2.5 hours from there. No, let's say about 3 hours away from there. I haven't been yet. I'm going to eventually go, but I haven't been yet. It's on my list. It's on my list. Rock Castle. Okay. Anthony, I'll try to remember that. I found the 2025 Georgia Stag and Thomas Handy. Wow, 149 each. Oh yeah. Billy, you looked up and ran on up on those. Very good price. Well, shall go to lower shelf, not Evan Williams. Well, Porky, that's gonna be a good one because I found another bottle that the old granddad is going to be on the list. The early times is going to be on the list. But one bottle that I don't talk about, which is a very good bottle, you get a lot for the money, and that's going to be, let me grab it. A lot of people don't talk about this one here, but make sure it's the white label, 100 proof. This right here is a very good pour for the money you're going to spend. And a lot of people don't talk about this one. I tried it. I tried it probably maybe almost a year ago, and it was very good. And let me know if you tried it. Yeah, it's a banger. It is definitely a banger. And I wonder why people don't talk about that one because for the money, for the volume of liquor you get, and the proof on that one is very good. Very good. So I have my top four. And you know the other one, Evan Williams, Bald and Bun, but I have my top four. So I'm assuming um, that's probably your go-to lower bottom shelf, Porky. If it's not, if you have a different one, let me know. Add Elijah Craig small batch for sure. On that Elijah Craig small batch, what is the price on that? I haven't looked at the Elijah Craig small batch in a while, so I'm not for sure on the price. But I know the very old Barton is, about 32 bucks. The Evan Williams is like $19. The old Granddad Bundy is like a $24, $22 bottle. In the early times, it's probably about a $26 bottle. So, okay, so 34, where you at? Got you. So it's in that price range. Okay, I got you. 86 proof. Barber peanuts. So that's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. And it's a couple of bottles that I I bought three or four because I set them in the back of the cabinet on the floor, and I forgot that I had them. And like this store pick, Sazerac, 1792, Johnny O's. I forgot I had this one. It's a lot. It's a lot of bottles that I forgot I had. It's crazy around here. And this one right here, I don't even know where I got this bottle from. 105 proof. Have you heard of this? I'm excited to try it. It's a high rye bourbon. I'm excited to try it. Sorry, I'm late. Is that a bong? You overfilled it. No, no, it's not a bong. Yeah, I did well. Friends were surprised. Oh yeah, for sure. Sneak that bottle in, and that's the thing about bourbon blinds, because you might think in your mind that this bottle is fantastic, and you might think this lower shelf bottle is not worth the price. But if you put them in the blinds, you never know where that low shelf bottle is going to come into play, because a blind, it doesn't lie. So that's why I like doing blinds. I don't do blinds here on this channel because I really don't. I'm trying to get more. Um, I'm trying to learn more about my palate, my taste, the smell, and stuff like that. Because those blinds, man, they can throw you a loop. Yeah, yeah. I forget about those bottles, man. Chicken duck. No, I haven't, Porky. I don't even. I haven't. I don't even know what that is. All right. Alex said he's drinking a glass of stag on the porch, on the patio. Just got word that he doesn't have to go to work tomorrow. All right. I haven't, Anthony, I haven't found that bottle here. That's a very hard one to find. The Eagle Rare 12, those bottles right there are hard to find. I don't know why sometimes um, where I'm at, we are the last ones to get those type of bottles. Don't know. It's funny how these things work, because I know I can go into a liquor store and find the E.H. Taylor small batch sitting on the floor, cases and cases sitting on the floor. I can find Eagle Rare 10 year cases and cases sitting on the floor. Blanton's sitting on the floor. But other people, those things are their unicorns. They can't find them. So I don't understand why that is happening. Chilling with the Eagle Rare 10. We have it here in Texas, however, it's 1:30 now. Yeah, 1:30. What's with that tube thing? Rizzo, what tube thing? Oh, this here. Oh, no, no, this here. Gotcha. Um, I had to show you. I turn it on and it bubbles up and it changes colors. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I've been having this thing probably for about 25 years. If I had a plug, I would probably turn it on, but I don't want to cut anything off. You turn it on and the bubbles come. Let me see. Do I have anything I can unplug? Nah, I can't unplug anything. It's pretty cool. Next time we're on a live stream, I'll turn it on for you. Yeah, it's like a big lava lamp. I don't know if they make these anymore. I tried to look it up online and I found the smaller ones, but I don't know if they make the big ones like this one. Like I said, I bought these things maybe 20 years ago and they still work. Pretty cool. They still work. I used to be the man 20 years ago, have these things turned on, turn the lights off, the bubbles. I got a little fish, a little fake fish in there, the bubbles and the fish, turn on some soft music. Oh my God. That was way, way, way back in the day. way, 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 way back in the day. Can I do a tour? Um, I would. Not yet. Not yet. I have things everywhere. And plus, I don't have my camera the way I need it to be because I can't see. I'm looking at the backside of my camera, so if I pick it up and turn it, I might not put it back the way I got it. So one of these days, I'm going to give you a tour of the whole office, but not today. $200 for Eagle Rare 12 in Florida. Whew. Yeah, Atlantic Star. You know, um, I listen to Atlantic Star, but I'm really Luther Vandross and Anita Baker. I'm a Luther and Anita Baker for sure. Those two right there can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. How many bottles do I think I have? Probably about 300, maybe somewhere in there. Now, I have got rid of a few of those bottles because I went on a drinking spree and I had some people come over and we did some tastings and I give bottles away for Christmas, anniversaries, birthdays. So I do give bottles away during those times. So it fluctuates a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I got you, Gordon. There you go, Anthony. Yeah. Ask them whether Eagle are at 12 and tell them to send some to Jackson, Tennessee. We are having Booker's 2024. All right. I'm not. I'm not on that website or that app. Is that a pretty good app? I've heard of that app, but I'm not on it. Should I be on that app? And why would I be on that app? Like I said, I heard about it. I haven't even looked into that app. Yes, yes. The Garrisons, I have tried that one. And what I found out about the Garrisons Cowboy Bourbon, it drinks hot. A lot of people tell me things from Texas, they drink hot. Everything from Texas drink hot. I don't know. I haven't tried a lot of bourbon from Texas, but I know that Cowboy Bourbon, it does drink a little bit hot. Now it makes a great old fashioned because it's a higher proof, but it wasn't one of my favorites. Still, I haven't. I have a bottle of Still Austin, but it's still in Austin. I like when people ask me about Still Austin because I can always say, I have a bottle of Still Austin, but guess what? It's still in Austin, Texas. I haven't gotten it back here yet. Fuzzy, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you as always. Really, the 11-year store pick? Okay. I don't have any Willet 11. Cowboy Bourbon is great. Price tag just hurts. Yep, got you. Fuzzy in the house. I don't have DJ. I don't have that one yet. It's on my list. It's on my list. I just can't find one here, and I'm probably going to have to wait. Be patient because I'm pretty sure all of those bottles want to be secondary prices, and I don't want to pay secondary price for that. Porky, have you tried? No. Okay, Trey. Old Soul. I haven't tried that one. I've seen that bottle, but I haven't tried it. DJ, hey, I'm down for it. Yeah, hit me up. I think my email address is somewhere up there. So email me and I send you my mailing address. And I appreciate that, DJ. Really do. We were in Major Zeros live earlier. Pretty sure Foolproof Hunter was there too. Okay. I missed that, Byron. Yeah, Major Zero's right down the street. If one of these days me and him go to hook up, I don't see why we haven't hooked up because he's just an hour away from me. But one of these days we definitely going to hook up. Cheers, everyone from Decatur. What's going on? Alabama. Thank you for stopping by. That cowboy bourbon is like concentrated. Oh, snowed in. Yeah, Reman, we are too. We are too. This is the second day. I'm pretty sure we have 2 to 3 more days down the road. Hey, I went out, tried to start my truck up, and it took me probably 45 minutes just to get into it. And I finally got it started up. We got this show love to our fellow Tennessee people. Yeah, for sure, Byron, for sure. You know, we talked about the spillway bourbon, and I asked the question, and I'm going to ask this question to you, Trey, after I read this last comment. Yeah. Uh, Read it. If you like to read it better, read it. I haven't tried either, so whatever you suggest. Aaron, I haven't tried that one either. I haven't tried that one either. I heard some good things about it, but I don't hear a lot of stuff about that one. But everything I heard was pretty decent. So Trey, to answer your question, well, to ask the question, I'm thinking about going to Spillway, but I have some questions. Question number one, it's about 5 hours away from me, and I wanted to take full advantage of Spillway. So I wanted to set up a tent. I watched a YouTube, a few people had tents out there. So my question is going to be, do I have to get out there a couple of days early to set my tent up so I can have a spot, or can I set my tent up the day of? And does it cost some money to do so? So those are questions I have because I want to take full advantage of it. So if you know, please let me know. Cowboy 239 whoo, at high proof, low stock. So yeah, Trey, that's the question I have about the price of the tent and how early do I have to get there? Because it has to make sense for me to drive 5 hours, set up, take full advantage. Um, so I need to know what I'm getting myself into. Because I can probably come up there a day early, get a hotel room, set up. But if I have to come 2 days early, it probably won't make sense for me to do that because that means I have to get a hotel room for at least 3 days. Because the day of the event, I'm definitely not driving back early the day of. Okay. Okay. So, and I don't know if you know this or not, is it free to set up a tent? If it is free, I'm definitely going to come. Definitely going to be there. No, the samples sent by Dave were not open last night. I was just chilling out last night. It wasn't open last night. Big Rick, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Pick up some. So how's everything going, Big Rick? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I'm just chilling out tonight. Like I said, you saw on the title of the video or on the live stream, I'm snowed in. Hey, I am bored. Been binge watching TV all day, and I decided to fix me an old fashioned. Get on live stream, just have some conversations, sip some bourbon. Big Rick snowed in. I feel you. It's a lot of people snowed in. Trey, I've heard great things about that one. Great things about that one. Gordon snowed in as well in Colorado. Yeah, so a lot of people are just going to be relaxing, sitting back, enjoying these days at home. Hopefully, you enjoy the people in your house. If you don't, man, you're in trouble. Shorts planted on. Okay, Alec, good deal. Well, Trey, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because I think he was there last year. If I think he was there last year, somebody interviewed him on their YouTube channel. 23 in Austin. So you might be getting a lot of ice. If it's 23, if it's raining, it's sleeting, you're probably getting a lot of ice, DJ. I'm assuming because that's what it was around here. When it got to like the 23 and it was trying to rain, all that rain turned into ice, and now some people are without power because because of the ice. What's going on, Anthony? Thank you for stopping by as always. I appreciate you. And for those who haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that like button. Hey, please do. I'm asking for your support. Of room temperature. I got you, Aaron. I got you. Currently stuck in Houston till tomorrow. Stuck in Houston till tomorrow. Hopefully you can get out tomorrow. Yeah, if it's raining, it's probably going to turn into ice, Big Rig. I don't think there was. Some people were putting canopies over the pickup. Okay, don't think there was a charge. What I'm going to do, Billy? Probably I'm going to wait probably till Wednesday or Thursday to see if they. Okay, Porky, you just email me. Great deal. I'm going to call down there. I'm just going to call down there to see if they can give me some more information about that. Yeah, if Austin got an inch of ice, that is devastating, especially if it's going to rain. It's not going to get above freezing. That's not good. Like that guy. Okay, Byron, you like? I haven't met him. Hopefully, I can meet a lot of people when I get down there. Big rig, yeah, is bad. Yeah, yeah. Same here. So y'all stay safe. If you gotta get out, be careful. Give yourself enough time. Um, as you probably know, I've been a firefighter for 23 years, and I know I'm not at work, but those guys, they have to get out. They have to get out on these trucks because people get out in these vehicles, think they can make it, they slide into a ditch or they have an accident, and now we have to get out. But if you have to get out because people need food, people need stuff for the house, people got to go to work, just give yourself some time and be very, very careful because those streets, they are slick. And let's say you are an excellent driver. Um, I'm not worried about people who are excellent drivers. I'm worried about the people who are not excellent drivers because you might be doing everything right, but that other person doesn't is doing everything wrong and hit you. Now you part of the problem. Okay, Trey, I think I will rewatch that video. Okay, good deal. Big Rick said he's not going anywhere for a couple of days. We're not participating here in Florida. I know. I know. I know. Probably come to Austin area probably next month. Yeah, stay off the roads if you can. Nothing open here except Quick Trip, gyms, and Mickey D's. They have a Mickey D's that's open here, but I think that Mickey D's, I think I read somewhere it's open for first responders. I think first responders can go to the Mickey D's. I don't think it's open. I don't know how they can do that, but I think I read that right. They only open to first responders, which, hey, shout out to Mickey D's if it's that. Shout out to even being open. But thank you. Thank you. Um, I love my job. I love my job. I got about 5 more years to go. I love my job. So I appreciate you saying that. Cheers to you. Anybody else a first responder on the chat? If you are a first responder in the chat, let me know. Yeah, people in Austin probably not used to weather like this, and they don't know how to handle that. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate that. All right, 210 Native Texan. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for stopping by and thank you for your service, sir. Retired in 2019. Good deal. Retired military, DJ. Thank you for your service. Big Rig, hopefully you just chilling out, doing what you want to do. Hola, what's going on? 210 Native Texan. So how's the weather where you at, 210? Yeah, we just chilling out today. Nothing special. Nothing special. Yeah, those car accidents, when you slide into a ditch, it's so much different getting you out of a ditch in the ice and snow. It's so difficult, especially if you're in the car. It's so difficult. Um, so if you have to get out, please be careful, be patient, give yourself some time. But if you don't have to get out in this weather, hey, stay in. 23 degrees, but feels like 14. Yeah, that's cold. That is cold. That is cold. You, I saw something today. Somebody asked, was DoorDash running? I'm assuming DoorDash is not running. Is DoorDash running in your area? And if it is, uh, I'm I'm assuming it's not. I can't imagine DoorDash running in this type of weather. But on the flip side, if they were running in this type of weather, could they charge what they wanted to charge? I don't know how DoorDash works, but if I'm the only one out here in these streets running DoorDash, can I charge what I want to charge? Or does DoorDash have a limit on that? Just a question because I have no idea how that works. 210, Chad, great food. Okay, great food. Pickup truck in case of eyes. Yeah, Big Rick, I tell you, if I had to order DoorDash and they made it to my door, not only that I would give them a good tip, hey, come on in, get warm, have your drink, whatever the case may be. But I'm definitely going to tip you very, very good. You had Grub, so Grubhub is running. Okay, the price is normal, so they are running. DoorDash and Grubhub are running. I'm pretty sure they are making a killing out there. Man, what's going on, Raging Cajun? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. We're talking about DoorDash and Uber and stuff like that. My question was, were they running tonight? Were they delivering food? And I think they are. I think they are. High demand bonus. Got you. Yeah, I'm hopefully you hooked them up because if you can make it to my house with a cheeseburger and fry or a pizza, man, I'm going to give you a slice and a good tip and a drink. All I can say is you gonna remember me. You gonna remember me. I'm gonna make your night. If you deliver food in this weather to me, I'm gonna make your night. You never gonna forget me. You gonna tell your friends and family about me because I'm gonna hook you up for sure. Is anybody drinking an old fashioned except for me? I've been on this. I've been on live stream. I know my first live stream was October 2nd, and I don't know if a lot of people like old fashions because I don't talk about it a lot. I drink a lot of them, but do you all like old fashions? Trey, our Waffle House is down the street around the corner. That one closed today. And that's why I was asking if the Waffle House was closed. I'm thinking, man, if the Waffle House is closed, it must be bad out there because the Waffle Houses, they never close. Never had an old fashioned before. Sipping JD Harris's toasted, not a bad one. Big Rick, get your old fashioned one day. Just try it out. But when you get an old fashioned, it has to be made a certain way. It has to be made a certain way because if it's not made a certain way, you might not like it. But it's probably not the drink; it's the person who actually made it. So you have to make an old fashioned good. I've had that DJ in the wooden glass. I have a wooden glass over here. Well, I have a wooden cup over here. Gordon said he drinks my fair share of old fashioned. Had old fashioned early tonight. Love them. Good deal. Heaven Hill bottled and bun, not a bad one. That's one of those bottles that got me into bourbon. It's not the bottle, but it's one of the bottles. I'll make my old fashions. It has to be. A lot of people don't consider this, but I consider this because I've been drinking old fashions for a long time. It has to be in a nice glass. It has to be in a nice glass. If the glass is not nice, the presentation is not going to be there. I have to have a big ice cube. Um, I have to have big ice cube, a high rye, preferably around the 130-ish mark. Cherry bitters, premium cherries, orange peel, and to make it the perfect old fashioned, it has to be smoked. Now, what you cannot do is you can't smoke an old fashioned too long because if you do that, it's going to mess up the drink. Smoke only needs to be in your glass for 2 to 3 seconds. Put the smoke in, twirl it around, blow it out. That's all you need. That's the perfect old fashioned. You seen that one? You seen that one? That bartender at Olive Garden, she messed that thing up. When I saw it, I was like, I didn't want to say anything to her, but I'm going to start back doing that. I think that was fun. I think that was fun. But yeah, do you enjoy that? Did you enjoy it when I did that? If you did, I think I'm going to start back doing that because I thought that was pretty fun. I didn't know if people liked that or not. So that's why I stopped doing it, but I enjoyed it. And I think I'm going to start back. Looking at your real character. Presentation is everything, yes. Uh, what are your thoughts? I enjoy mine. Let me see. I missed your question. Yeah, everybody has their own recipe. You're right. You're right. Got you, Alex. Got you. Okay, I'm definitely going to start back doing those. I might not do those videos every bourbon hunt, but I'm going to start doing some um old fashions after bourbon hunt. Okay, I see you, DJ. I got you. Let me get them. They right here. I have this one and I have this one. Now, does it change the taste of your old fashioned or your whiskey and bourbon? I'm going to say it doesn't. It doesn't. I can sort of see the gimmick though. It's one of those things, it is a charred wood. So it's like it's coming straight out of a barrel because most barrels, when you're talking about bourbon, is charred. I can understand the gimmick, but I don't like using them. They're not for me. They might be for you, but they're not for me. It's more of a gimmick than anything. I think it has its place, and eventually, I think it's going to be one of those things. It came, it's here, and it's gone. A big Rick said you'll slow down, but you need to find that bottle first. I got you. Trey, there's Old Dominic and Blue Note. Old Dominic and Blue Note. Both of those are very, very good. You have the second one. Okay, DJ. Have you tried it? And what you think about it? Yeah, Blue Note. Yeah, Blue Note. You can't break it. My whiskey is not in the glass long enough to try. Say, Gordon, your whiskey not in the glass. Understood. I got you. Got you. And I get it. The presentation might be good if smoke an old fashioned. I don't know. I don't know. You can't see the drink. You really can't smell the smoke or the char. So I really don't understand. I don't understand it. I really don't. No. Nashville Barrel Company is 2 hours away from me. I've been there a couple of times. They have some great stuff there. They have some great stuff. And if you are going to Nashville, go to Southern Collective. If you go into Nashville Barrel Company, go here also, Southern Collective. They have some great stuff, and they love first responders. You can uh, thief your own bourbon or rise out of the barrel and put it in your own bottle. It's interactive, so if you ever down there, go to Southern Collective. Tell them a little old fashioned sent you. Blue Note, uncut, unfiltered. Boom, right there. Very good bottle. And for the price, you can't beat it. Oh, it was a gift. Got you. Old Dominic 8 year. Boom, right here. Very good bottle. Matter of fact, I think, in my opinion, this is the best product Old Dominic has to offer. This is number one. It wasn't my number one until it came out. This is my number one now, and this is going to be my number two. This one here. So number one, 8 year. Number two, cash strength. There's a big difference though. A big difference. The cash strength is going to be 121 proof. This is going to be 100 proof. This one drinks a little bit hotter, but this one is well balanced and sweeter. So I like this one better. Even though this is a pretty decent bottle, I like this one better. Mhm. Put those back. Anthony, when I'm be coming back to Kentucky, I know for sure I'm coming October the 3rd. I know for sure. It's probably going to be more like October the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Am I going to make it before then? Depends on what's happening. Do you have anything special, or does Kentucky have anything special that I don't know of coming up? And should I be there? Well, unicorns. The unicorn, I call them unicorns because I can't find them. The Jack Daniels 14, the Russells 15, uh, George C. Stagg, the Thomas Handy, stuff like that. I mean, people may see those bottles everywhere in your area, but I can't get them. I can't get them. I haven't I haven't tried the Silver Springs rye yet. We talked about the Silver Springs a lot last night. I know where I can find a Silver Springs, but I have to go 2.5 hours away from here, and I just haven't made it down there yet. It's probably not going to be anytime soon because it's 2.5 hours away from me with the jobs I have, and I'm going to be playing catch up after this week of storms, so it's going to be a minute for sure. DJ, do you have any unicorns? DJ 502, you have any unicorns that you're looking for? JW Kelly sells it. See, I'm pretty sure I can find it online, but I want the content. I want the content of me driving, hunting for the bottle. Um, I know I probably can order it offline, but I think I want to hunt for it just to give me some YouTube content. Yeah, Billy, I've heard good things about it, but I haven't ran across one yet. I know Army Bourbon in Murfreesboro. He did a video, and I think I saw that they had like 4 bottles in the store that he went to, which is about 3 hours away from me. And I messaged him, but that was about probably about a month and a half ago, so they might be gone by now. I don't know. Grab 2 when I find it. I would do that. I would do that. Yeah, I definitely would grab 2. Definitely would grab 2. I'm not gonna make that mistake again when I did with that A. Smith Bowman. Definitely got not gonna make that mistake again. So, hey, anybody else have any more questions for me tonight? Again, I have nothing to do but sitting back, drinking an old fashioned, answering questions, waiting on the sunrise. Kentucky Bourbon Festival. They just had bourbon. I'm gonna have to look that Kentucky Bourbon Festival up. E.H. Taylor 4 grain, 1792 high rye, and port finish, Eagle Red 17, Green Weller. Okay, got you. That's not bad. Not bad. You have some high end bottles. Hopefully you find them. I cannot find the Eagle Red 12. I have not seen an Eagle Red 12 around here anywhere. That is one that I'm searching for, hunting for, and hopefully I find one in 2026, but I haven't seen one yet. Also heard King of Kentucky was not making that anymore. Wow. A. Smith Bowman is one of my unicorns. Man, that's a very good bottle. Very good bottle. My recommendations of new hunters. Um, that's a good question, Big Rick. Very good question. Number one, um, you have to get out your comfort zone. That's one thing that I had to learn to do because it is sort of um, what word I'm looking for. It's unusual having a camera in your hand walking down aisles. If you hold on, let me ask you a question, Big Red. I'm pretty sure you're talking about bourbon hunting and putting content on YouTube. If you are talking about that, it's sort of uh, out of my comfort zone to have a camera in my hand, talking to myself, looking at bottles. And when you have people patronizing the store and they're walking down the aisles, you don't want to get people on camera. They looking at you funny, you trying to get out their way, and it's sort of nerve wracking. So you have to get out of your comfort zone and sort of be patient with people and still put out good content. Number two, you have to have a good relationship with the store owner. That's why I always buy something in every store that I go into. It's no exceptions because I want the store owner to know that I'm going to give you free promotion because you're going to be on my YouTube channel. I'm definitely going to buy something from your store, so I'm not coming in here asking for any freebies. And I always have conversations, how you doing? Tell me about your bourbon scene. I try to interact and build relationships with that store owner. So those things are key in my opinion if you just new to bourbon hunting. And if you do those things right there, I guarantee you, A, you get in good with the store owner, eventually it's going to come back on the back end. B, you get more comfortable around people with a camera because you're going to do it so much. And Number three, you patronizing the store. So that means you picking up bottles that you can try on your YouTube channel, and eventually you're going to have multiple bottles. So those things, I think every new bourbon hunter should look into. All right. If you Yeah, meta glasses. I thought about buying meta glasses just for some B-roll. So I'm looking into those glasses in 2026. The Sazerac been winning against the Thomas Handy. Wow, that Sazerac foolproof must be nice then. Yeah, 210. Yeah, a strange man talking to himself. Yeah, big rig, another thing is people were people will come up and talk to you while you're rolling your camera, and then you have to stop the camera, and then you got to remember where you were, and people start asking you opinions. Or I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's happening now that didn't happen before, which is good, but you have to get used to talking to people. And if you're not used to talking to people, you have to get used to that, because that's part of the bourbon hunting. Yeah, I would buy a Coke Zero, I would buy a Snickers bar, I would buy something from every store that I go into. It's no exceptions. No exceptions. So you laughing about the Snicker bar. Austin Shakers would be a good place to visit. I have a Razor account, 100 because I'm about 100 proof. Yeah, good relationships eventually come with good bottles and good prices. Big Daddy, have I ran into fans? I ran into a lot of people who say they watch my channels. Now, I guess they are fans, and I like when people come up to me and tell me that they watch my channel, because that lets me know that my channel is getting out there and people are watching. That makes a big difference, because uh, I don't know. Sometimes I'm hard on myself. Sometimes I'm hard on myself, and I don't know if I'm doing a good job or not. I don't know if people like my content or not. So when I put up a video and it doesn't do that good, I'm sort of hard on myself. But when I see people out there in the community at different liquor stores and they say, "Hey, a little old fashioned, I watch your channel," it gives me a little bit of it builds me up a little bit. It gives me that little bit extra oomph to keep doing what I'm doing. So I appreciate everybody that actually supported this channel. And I know I keep saying this, I say this all the time. I really, really, really do appreciate your support. I really do. And that's why I'm thinking about going to Spillway, because I think Spillway last year they had over 300, 400 people. And I'm thinking this year, 2026 Spillway is probably going to be a little bigger. I'm thinking if I went down there and it's like 400 or 500 people, I can set up a tent, pass some things out, sell some books, meet some people, get some new subscribers, and hopefully that it's going to help my channel grow a little bit. And that's why I want to go to Spillway. Trade. The thing about here in Tennessee, gas stations here in Tennessee, they don't sell liquor, but for Big Rick, they might sell liquor where he's from in gas stations, but they don't do that here. Yeah, the A. Smith Bowman is going to win against any blind. That's a very good bottle. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Anthony, um, I what I found out, 10,000 subscribers. I love the subscribers. I'm almost at 10,000. But what I realize is just because people subscribe to your channel doesn't mean they watch your content. I can tell that by the number of views on my videos. So if I'm sitting at 9,300 subscribers and one of my videos get 2,000, or most of my videos get 2 to 3,000 views, half of those people who are subscribed to the channel are not really watching your videos. So I'm starting to realize that subscribers are not really as important as watch time. So it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. The people who have 50, 60,000 subscribers, they are probably getting 20,000, 30,000 views, which is good. So it's a numbers game. That's why I need more subscribers. So those subscribers will give me a little bit more watch time. Yeah, yeah, Porky, yes, for sure. I can do better when I'm solo, for sure. Firefighter 8047, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you for your service, buddy. Just be yourself. That's what matters. You're right. And I try. I'm trying out here. And that's the only way I know how to be. I might try something, but it's so out of my comfort zone. It makes me feel a certain way. And I just retract to what you see here. And this is what you get. So I appreciate that, Firefighter 8047. Appreciate you stopping by. I thank you for your service, sir. Yeah, Porky, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know, I know exactly what you're talking about. Never again, buddy. Never again. Alcohol, no alcohol at gas stations here in Jersey. Got you. North Texas. All right. Seahawks celebrating some Green River foolproof. Jimmy, Vegas, what's going on? For those who haven't subscribed to the channel, hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Go back and watch a video and do a comment. Make a comment. Oh man, Billy says in Louisiana, hardware stores sell whiskey. Man, you can get whiskey anywhere the end of a hardware store sell whiskey. Congratulations to Seattle and New England. Big Boy 6501, thank you. Thank you for saying that. You know, I don't take things like that for granted. I really don't. Forky, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Yeah, I know. I know. It's not going to happen ever again, buddy. Never again. Yeah, that is funny. You funny. You funny. Yeah, it's almost like you know something that I know. It's not gonna ever happen again. Was that Seattle game? Was it close? I missed that one. So was that Seattle game close? Yeah, DJ. Um, Leaving a comment helps the algorithm. I did not know that. The more comments people leave on my videos, the more YouTube pushes those videos out. That's why one thing that I always going to do always going to try to do. I try to comment on every person who comments on my video because I want YouTube to know that I'm engaged. So anytime you see a video of mine, make a comment, I'm going to reply. It sort of pushes me up on the list. Okay, 2731. That was pretty close. No, 210. I'm gonna tell you what I did with that vodka. I took it to a party. I took it to a party and I gave it to the bartender um, that was doing the bartending at the house party. I came in there and I said, "Hey, here, this is for the house." And I got rid of those. I got rid of those, man. I had to get it because for me to get the bottle I wanted, I had to pick up that bottle, and I gave it away probably about a week later. What's going on? C Bus Ohio, I guess, or CBUSOH. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by. And I think this is your first time, so hey, hit the like and subscribe button. Help support the channel. I appreciate you. If you ever seen Barstown Single Barrel White Label, pick, grab it. Might want to grab two. Let me see. Do I have that? I have. You're not talking about this one. No, 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 no. It's not a single barrel. Okay, never mind. You're not talking about that one. My bad. You're not talking about that one. Okay, I'll make sure I remember that. Let me screenshot that and make sure I remember. Good deal. Man, it's been a long day. You talking about being in the house for 2 days. It's been a long 2 days. And we got about 2 more days to go. Hopefully 2 more days to go. Sipping on Bardstown Weeded. Nothing wrong with that one. I think that Bardstown Weeded is a good weeded bourbon. One of the best out there in the market. Pretty good. All right, so I think we may end this live stream because I think I don't have anything else to talk about, to be honest with you. Unless anyone has any more questions or anything like that. Yeah, I think I was talking about the wrong bar sound. Fire a firefighter story. 210. A firefighter story. Let me think about one. Huh. Oh man, let me see a firefighter story. One that I can tell. One that I can tell. Let me think about that one. Gonna be a delay of bourbon. Yeah, it's gonna be a delay of bourbon for sure. For this storm, for sure. Say 210. You come to expect them now. You take care of Aaron. You be safe out there. Be safe out there. Let me see. Uh, okay, I'm a 210. I have a small one. I have a small funny story. It's very quick, very quick. But I was a firefighter. I think it's I think it's my fifth year or sixth year at the fire department. So I'm still considered a rookie because I was the youngest person at my station. So I'm still considered a rookie. But at that amount of service time, five years, I could test for driver because you can test for driver after you spend 5 years at the department. So I'm testing for driver. I'm studying. I'm trying to study for the test. I have books and everything, and I'm really cramming for this test. And the driver at the time, I had a question that I couldn't find the answer to. I couldn't find the answers to this question, so I thought the best thing to do is go ask my driver. Go ask the driver of the truck, and maybe he would tell you the answer to the question. So I remember walking into the office and I say, "Hey, driver," in his name, and I said, "I have a question about the pump. What kind of pump is this? What does it do? What do we call it? And how does it activate the water?" So I'm trying to get all these technical terms down for the test part. And he looked at me. He looked at me. He said, "That's a great question. That's a really great question." And then he just walked off. Just walked off. And I was like, where is he going? Where are you going? 5 minutes later, he came back. He came back with a stack of books. I mean, a stack of books. And he set those stack of books in front of me. And he said, "When you find the answer, firefighter Hart, you come back and tell me." And he walked off again. But he gave me these stacks of books. And I'm thinking to myself, he's going to tell me the answer to the question, but he didn't. And at the time, I didn't have Google, things like that, 20 something years ago. I didn't have access to all of that. So he gave me these books and he gave it to me and he was like, "Hey, go find the answer." And it took me hours. It took me hours to find that answer to that question. But that was a pretty funny story that I tell people about this particular driver at the time. And he's a pretty cool dude, but he actually taught me a lesson. He taught me a lesson. And I'm not gonna say I do it to the younger guys now because they have access to the internet more, and more stuff is on the internet. But I sort of understood where he was coming from. Do I recommend a good old fashioned premix? There are Andrew. There are good old fashioned. They are old fashioned premixes. Um, if you're talking about the Penelopes, the peach premix old fashioned is decent. That's the one I would choose if I was going to buy one. But those premixes, they are on the lighter side. I like my old fashions a little stronger. That means I'm going to add a higher proof bourbon and I'm going to put it in a nice looking glass with um, a big ice cube, put some premium cherries in there, stir it up, and then you have your good old fashioned. So, in my opinion, those premixes are not strong enough for me. You have to add a little something. Anthony, good night, sir. Oh, yeah, firefighter, I feel you. I feel you. I've had that happen to me before. You know, he's in there. He's in there. He's in there. Okay, man, where is he at? He's in the cage in the back room. In a cage? Oh, yeah, I get you. I got you. I got you. Big Rick, same thing happened to me. I recently gave the book away. Yeah, it's outdated though. Yeah, Big Rick, those books are outdated now. Those books are way outdated. But I understood what he was trying to do, and I respect him for it. I respect him for it. I learned a lot looking for that particular answer to the question. When I was reading through the books, I did learn some other things, and I did make the list. I did make the driver's list, and I made driver in I think 6 years. So, um, hey, it worked out. So everybody has that dog story. Everybody has that dog story. Any embarrassing firefighter moments? Eh, any embarrassing firefighter moments? Let me see. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. Any embarrassing firefighter moments. Hmm. Thinking about 23 years, 23 years. Huh. Yeah, I can tell you one. I can tell you one. We had a apartment fire. Had an apartment fire, and they had the fire under control. And but in my mind, we had to vent the building. Don't remember this. I'm still probably like 3, 4 year firefighter, so I really didn't know anything. But I knew through my training that we wanted to get as much smoke out doing ventilation. So they started the fan up. They started the fan up in the front door. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's get this smoke out. So I started busting windows. and I and I and I probably bust every window in that apartment complex. I'm going around with my Halligan tube, clearing out, clearing out, clearing out. And the captain came around the back and said, "Hey, what? Pretty much, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to get the smoke out." And he was like, "Never do that. Don't ever do that." And I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry." And then I figured out the real how you supposed to ventilate. You don't have to bust every window. You just need to start closing doors and then redirect the air to the pattern of where you want the air to go to blow out that specific room. So I busted a few windows out and didn't have to, but I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Joe Rogan, his podcast, Restaurant Company Club, is based in Austin, Texas. Okay, maybe you could be on the podcast. Hey, I'd love to be on the podcast with him. The weather, the weather is crazy. It's about 6.5 inches of snow. It's ice. I've been stuck here for at least 48 hours. I probably got 48 hours to go. Big Rig, I'm pretty sure you probably have some funny ones. Yeah, it was overkill. So 210, you broke a lot of windows also, huh? Windward, pressurized. Yeah, it was crazy. And now I'm on the truck company, and that's my job is to ventilate, search and rescue. That's my job now. So, like I said, the things that I did in my past, it's sort of caught up to me now because that's my job is to ventilate and things like that. So I learned a lesson, a valuable lesson. Andrew, you take care. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. No, just once my captain learned me real quick. I feel you. I feel you. All right. Again, I don't want to keep you all too long tonight. I just got on here just to um, waste a little bit of time, talk to you all, and I just want to let you all know that I appreciate you stopping by here tonight and hanging out with me. It's been about an hour and a half. Yeah, been about an hour and a half. So I appreciate you stopping by, watching me. I'm probably going to be back here tomorrow because I'm going to be still stuck in the house tomorrow. So I don't know what time I'm coming on. I might come home early. I might come on late, but I will definitely be here. And hopefully, if you have nothing to do, stop by, hang out with me. For those who haven't, Army Bourbon, thank you for stopping by. For those who haven't liked and subscribe, hit the like and subscribe button. And do me a favor, if you get a chance, go back and watch a video, put it on play, walk away. You don't have to watch it, but at least um, write something in the comment and I will reply to it just to let the algorithm know that I'm still involved. So, hey, watch some videos, put it on play, walk away, put a comment there, let me comment back, and I appreciate that. So y'all have a good night. People who are snowed in, have a little bit of ice, stay warm. Make sure you got all your water, your flashlights, and everything set one place just in case the electricity go out, so you'll be safe. And I will definitely talk to you all soon. Take care.